So I'm curious. It's been a little bit now since you released the video. Have you received any feedback from people who've watched it? Is it getting through to people?
It's yes. And the moment I realized it was really getting through to people, I rarely do in-person gatherings, but I went to a convention that we have called Exotica in Chicago, where I met thousands of people, just a line of people all of the 3 days who came up to talk to me. And it came up an absurd amount of times with both men and women, which made me feel amazing. They didn't just enjoy the film. I think it really did speak to a lot of people. So I had, 10, 15, 20-minute conversations over and over at my little booth while signing nude photographs, which is just amusing to me in a lot of ways, about how am I investing? Actually did another podcast a few weeks ago, and one of the staff members who was listening walked me out to my car, and she was asking me, she's a young person, what should I do to invest? And I am by no means a financial expert, but it does make me feel really good that, some people might be watching these types of podcasts where they're not watching, maybe CNBC or whatever other, place. In other words, I'm appearing in places that a lot of other people that are far more competent than me in the financial world are not appearing. And so younger people are seeing what I'm saying and hopefully doing some research, taking a look, taking a step back. I even love that you used the word go to the moon, because if you go on any of like the Discord or Reddit forums about any specific cryptocurrency, one of the really disturbing things to me is you're going to find a whole language that these people are using. And sometimes they're cryptocurrency specific, and sometimes they kind of work for all the currencies that actually discourage conversation in the forums. If you were to bring up an intellectual or any kind of question that they felt threatened, that go to the moon vibe, they attack. So the fact that there isn't room for discussion makes me really concerned, and it also doesn't feel legitimate, because I think any legitimate financial advisor or would be very open to educating, to saying the pros and the cons. The fact that that is completely shut down feels, with the risk of sounding overly dramatic, cult-like, and I think
that's
there's
fair.
A little bit of brainwashing going in there. I mean, why do you need all those weird acronyms? Why do you need this dialogue that only other crypto nerds will know? It kind of makes you part of a community. And the fact that these people need that sort of community atmosphere, I think, is almost a different discussion. The need.
Are you familiar with
group.
Are you familiar with Line Goes Up, the micro documentary that was released on YouTube about cryptocurrency and NFTs?
Yeah, it's like one guy, and it's like an hour long.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
Oh, you watched it?
I did watch it. That was so good. Yeah.
He breaks down that language really well.
Yeah.
I had been following cryptocurrency and NFTs for a couple of years, covering it on the show and everything. But that guy, Dan Olson, who we had on our show, he did great research into that.
Yeah, he's smart. See, that's the kind of stuff that people should be watching. Like, honestly, not even my stuff. Like, he has, information and amazing statistics and
sure.
Yeah.
Or both his stuff and your stuff. I want to ask you one other question, and maybe it's wrapped in with an idea. So one of the things that's bothered me, in especially the lead up to this crash now, it's that it does seem like this is a thing that guys are more into. They're not only more tolerant of risk, but they seem to like it. I think they like the persona of, I'm a guy who does risky investments or whatever. And they certainly seem to be playing that up. Like, the Staples Center became, crypto.com and everything. Matt Damon's in your face on TV calling you if you don't invest in cryptocurrency. Like, how do we fight back against that? The attempt to say that, like, if you don't own an ape, you can't be an alpha, that sort of thing.
Yeah, they're manipulating you. the people that are making money on this stuff, like what is a pump and dump? There are adult performers that are directly involved in adult performer cryptocurrencies that completely, they buy all of these cryptos, they tell all their fans to buy these cryptos, and then they sell them. They know you guys aren't gonna make money. Like, you are being manipulated by wealthy people. But the irony is, the culture is about getting away from traditional finance, getting away from the billionaires, getting away from the financial people that are, quote, manipulating us, the people, the boomers that are keeping all the money for themselves. Like, you're falling for it. Yeah. You are falling for it right now. Why do you think those people tweet stuff? What happens to their portfolios when they tweet that? Not what happens to yours, what happens to theirs. They don't care who's holding that hot potato at the end of the day. They don't care about you. They care about their finances. It's, to me, grotesque. Grotesque.
Yeah, 100%. And it can be very difficult when you're in a cult to, like, there's a lot of like reasons, like baked in cognitive reasons to not want to realize that. You don't want to admit that you were wrong, especially about something financial that's so personal. But like, I try to reassure the viewers, like, you can admit it. There will be communities that will gladly accept you. You can join my community. You can watch Cherie's videos. Like, there's other communities you can be a part of. And so that's why I really value what you're doing. These people are desperate. A lot of them aren't rich, and they need to get out of this while they still can.
And that's another key word. A lot of these people aren't rich, and the fact that they're preying on, middle class and below that are really just trying to dig out of a terrible societal hole with all kinds of problems that we honestly can't even address here is sad. And the fact that they're being manipulated is sad. It just sucks. It sucks.
And we got to get through in whatever way we can. I've got my way. I really like yours. I hope that it works. I would love to see that become a series of videos. I don't see why it has to be one off.
Financial series.
Exactly. You can get it. There's also, you could talk about subprime loans.
Yes.
You could do a lot of stuff in there.
Well, I was buying and selling homes in my early 20s, and I got caught up in the big bubble burst. So like, I understand what that feels like too, to be caught up in the hype and to be, in there and doing it. So like, I'm certainly no genius that hasn't made any mistakes, especially as a younger person. So, I get it.
Yeah, you can empathize. Well, we really appreciate you taking time out to join us. Where can people see more of your work?
I'd say the best, most PG place is my Instagram, Cherie DeVille XO, and I kind of guide you from there.
Sounds good. Cherie, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.